Hey, hello everyone. First of all, we can delete that node and let's start from scratch. Let's create a node file, and in this node we're gonna rename to, let's put John Wick Excomunicado sim, for example. And in this file we are going to import our static John Wick. So I have here, and we are going to import the naked John Wick. Okay, so now if you want, if you press space G or space F, you're going to do a fit into your character. We can see that our John Wick is fucking giant, as you can see here. So the first thing we're going to do is to reduce the scale. So let's create node transform, and let's reduce the scale by 0.01. Much better, something like that. Okay, so once with this, let's import the rest of the geometries, because now we only have one naked John Wick and we don't want this, right? So let's create another node file. By pressing Alt and dragging, we will duplicate the node. And here we're going to import first of all the jacket. And it's fucking giant again. So let's duplicate the transform. Cool. Let's copy the same for the rest of the cloth. This one is gonna be the jeans. The other one is gonna be the shirt. Let's come here, let's take the t-shirt. Okay, cool. So let's see what we have by creating a node merge. And let's see what we have. Okay, apparently we have a normal problems, as we can see here, but we can fix this by creating node normal. Voila, and we have our John Wick. Cool. As you can see, we have a lot of specular, and I don't like to work with the specular. So we can go to this part. So now we don't want any light. So let's turn off specular, and we don't have more specular in our geometry. Okay. So now we have the scale and that we like. We have our John Wick. Let's import our FBX. Okay. So let's go outside, in File, Import, Filmbox FBX, and let's take first let's take the John Wick first. Don't touch anything, because by default everything is set up. And let's hit import. Okay, remember that our John Wick is massive. But here if we press space G, we have our John Wick ready to destroy. Okay, so let's get inside this, and let's go to this node. This is the rig of Mixamo. So I have another course that I'm teaching how to do the cloth and the hair of a woman. And here, I use the rig of the character from Mixamo to do a walk cycle. But in this case, we don't need a walk cycle. So let's take this node, let's create a new out, let's put out Mixamo Wick. Out Mixamo Wick. Perfect. And it's gonna be like John. Okay, so we can hide this node, and here in our Excomunicado, we're going to create an object merge. This node is help us to bring stuff from other nodes to this one. So we are gonna go to the John Wick FBX, John Node, and out Mixamo Wick. By putting out is like the standard workflow. If you open a Houdini scene from another artist, it's cool to have the nulls in black and without and some explanations. So this is gonna be like anime John Wick. Let's see what we have here. And remember that we have to change the frame range, because this is gonna be like from 1, or maybe let's put from 1, apply. As you can see here, John Wick is fighting, but then it's like, oh, it's blocking. So we have to see which is the last frame, which is the 104. And first of all, now we know the animation is from 1 to 104. And we are gonna create, first of all, a transform in order to reduce the scale. Remember, 0.01 is gonna be something like that. Perfect. And we need a time warp. So in this time warp, the input frame range is from 1 to 14, and the output range we want from 1001. No, sorry, let's put the pre-roll. Let's put 1001 to 1105, which is the difference. Cool. So now if we change again the frame range, let's put 950, apply, and here we're gonna put 1105. We have our timeline perfect. As you can see here, we can go to guides, show time again. And if you press Ctrl and up arrow, you will put your timeline at the beginning. If you press up arrow again, you will hit play. If you press Ctrl and left and right arrows, you will move to the different keyframes. But now let's see that our scene, John Wick, now is working perfectly with more or less the real speed, and that's cool. So let's import the bad boy. Import FBX, and let's hit bad boy, accept, and import it. Now you have seen that your take here have changed, and your parameters now are like block. Oh, this is shit. Maybe it's take 1, take 2, Mixamo.com 3. So what we have to do is first go into the take list, but if you don't have this, go to top mantra rendering and go to take list. So here we'll have to take this and put it into the main by merge take with override. Cool. So once with this, we will have to convert it again, but if we want to check, we can go to the frame 1 again. And we will see that here we have a bad boy, which is ready to fight. And he's moving. And our little John Wick right now, he's moving too. So we are in the same take. And our parameters have changed. Oh, sorry. Now if we check again, you have to put the main one. The character is moving. And the little John Wick is moving too. Okay? So let's change this again from 950. Let's hit apply. we can unsee this FBX, and here we're gonna do the same. So this is gonna be bad boy, and we're gonna put the null. As you can see, my null is already black, and if you press C, you will get the color chart, and if you press Z, you'll have the shape chart, the shape chart. So if you select like the null and now you put like pink, your null is going to be pink. But if you create a new one, it's not going to be pink. It's going to be like by default black. Changing colors. So just if I want my null pink, I just have to press Ctrl and drag. So now if I create a null, it's going to be pink. Okay? So do this with your color, put it in black, and it works the same with the shapes. Ctrl, now it's like this, like boom. And if you create a null, it's going to be this. So use the cross, and let's put out mix ammo bad guy. Cool. So let's go to excommunicator node, and let's do the same. You can copy this, and this is gonna be not John Wick, the bad boy. Bad boy. Add mix ammo bad boy. Perfect. So here we have. Pow, pow, pow. Perfect. Cool. So now we have our take, main take. Actually, you can go to takes and delete that takes that we don't want, but don't worry. We can keep the take main, and that's all. And to finish, here we have the different objects. So this is the body, and it's important to first do groups and then put nulls to keep the scene organized. So let's first start with the node group, and let's put it in primitives by default. And this, we're gonna change the name of the group to body GRP, and let's do the same with the rest. Let's put this here. This is gonna be like jacket, GRP, jeans, if you want, this is a tip. If you go here and you go to the group name and you put $OS, so the group name is gonna be this name. So this is shared GRP. So as you can see here, we have a group. Come back here. We have a primitive group, which is shared GRP. Okay? So you will not need to go here, change the name, then come here and change that name. So it's gonna be like automated. Okay? So once with this, let's do the same with the nulls. This is gonna be static John, out static John. So if you want to be more organized, you can press Shift S, and the lines are not gonna be like straight lines. It's gonna be like that. I prefer to work like this. This is gonna be jacket, out jacket, static jacket. Then this is gonna be static jeans, and this is gonna be static shirt. Not shirt, not shit. Shirt. Cool. Then we have our normals. Actually, it's better to keep the normals separated like this and have it once per object. It's gonna work the same, and the result is gonna be the same. It's not gonna be like affected. But if we are gonna pick this independent, we don't have the normals again here. So just keep it like that. And of course, we can create normal here for our FBX. Okay. And here, let me check one stuff. Yeah. If you press the middle mouse, you will see this like quick spreadsheet that is gonna tell you info about your geometry. And we can see that the points, this is unpacked, because sometimes when you receive an Alembic or an FBX, you receive it like that. Okay, and apparently it's like, okay, I'm gonna do my simulations here and everything is gonna be like super awesome, and then Vellum is not working because this is packed. So if this is the case, sometimes you have to create a convert node. This is just for Alembics and stuff, and now you will have your geometry unpack. Okay, but this is not the case. Cool. So once with this, let's move into another stuff. See ya.